I'm Danny Dyer, and acting is my hustle. My family all come from East London, deep East London, place called Canning Town, which is all I knew really. You know, that's where my whole family lived within streets of each other. My nan lived down the road, my aunts, my uncles, all within walking distance. My school was around the corner. You know, my dad's school was around the corner. Very, very, very small community, like, but. Back in the day, you know, I suppose quite a close community, which I would say is quite a rare thing now. As a child, I would say I was a little bit of a fucker, you know. My old man weren't around a lot. Loved my old man to death. I'm not knocking him, but you know, he left like when I was about 9. So all of a sudden, you become, you know, I'm the eldest of 3 kids. I've got a brother and a sister, so all of a sudden you've got to sort of become the man of the house, and you know, I weren't up for that, you know what I mean? A skinny little thing. My relationship with my brother and my sister, you know, my brother, I hated him when we were kids because he's very feminine, my brother. So we went to a proper tough little school, and in a way I respect him more now because he'd play with the girls, he'd skip, he'd play hopscotch, hated football. I was forever fighting his battles, man. It was like, you know, like at Christmas, he'd ask for like a Barbie doll and shit. Now don't get me wrong, he's not gay, I've got no, you know, nothing wrong with gay people or anything like that, but come from East London, you know, the idea of being gay is you know, it's a fucking nightmare. So, you know, he was a mare as a kid, and as we got a bit older, you know, he's only 18 months younger than me, and I don't condone it, this was years ago, but you know, I passed him a joint when I was about, I must have been 16 and he was 15, just turned, and we bonded over a joint. And I swear to God, that is the God's honest truth. I know drugs are a bad thing and all this sort of shit, but we had a J and we fucking went boom, right? And from that day forward, me and him were like that, right? And I'll tell you something about my brother and all, he's a clever fucker, right? He's loved up, married, kid, accountant. Do you know what I mean? He'd done all my own work and everything. Like, he was a proper clever little fucker. He could pick up an instrument, play the fucking organ. He could pick up anything and play. He's like musical. Saying, I always thought, fucking, I'd love to have a bit of that. My sister, she's like 8 years younger than me. She's sort of like, she was just born when my dad left, and like, I'm like close to my sister and all, man. She's more similar to me than my brother. And my mum's the bollocks, you know what I mean? She's never had we never pots of pissing, but she's like, she gave us what we need, which is love, really, a love. And fucking, you ever need a cuddle, you go to my mother. No matter what time of day, she's there to talk about anything. She's very liberal, but, you know, not a pot to fucking pissing, do you know what I mean? But, so I think we all bonded as a little unit, you know? You know, I just struggled, really. I think I struggled as a child. I was an happy child, I was a funny kid, but a bit lost. I went to a school called Woodside Comprehensive, which was opposite, I mean literally opposite, over on the other side of the road was a school called Brampton, right? I mean, stupid, who the fuck puts 2 schools opposite each other, right? Hate, right? So there was tear-ups every day. I mean, you know, most days you don't go to school to have a tear-up, and that's the truth. It was the only school in the borough without a fucking uniform and all. You know what I mean? I loved that shit. We had no uniform about us. It was shit for me because I had no money, and like, obviously I'm having hand-me-downs wearing the same fucking shell suit, fucking tracksuit 3 days on the spin and all that, you know what I mean? Like, my uncle's fucking Nike Air Max trainers, like fucking, I had to wear about 8 pairs of socks. So it was a fucking good trainer in the day. The ones with a bubble on the back, like, and I loved them fucking trainers, but my fucking feet were like out on them. Do you know what I mean? But I didn't give a fuck, that's all I had, you know? So in a way, I needed a uniform because, you know, I suppose the idea of a uniform so the kids don't take the piss out of you and stuff. But yeah, Woodside was, you know, working class people, working class kids, you know, a lot of little nutty fuckers, you know, sucking on Tipex off the sleeve in the toilets, and You know, it's weird because you look back on it now and the kids that wanted to get their head down, and this is what you should do, kids, is you've got to get your fucking head down and fucking work and learn something, because the kids that are in the fucking toilet sucking on Tipex who are trying to be cool, what the fuck are they doing now? They're banged up or they're brown bread, let's be honest. You know, and the kids that grafted in school are the ones that got it, man. They got it. They had a fucking nightmare, and all they was trying to do was learn something, which is why you're there. But they were rare, them kids. They were rare, them kids. You know, there weren't many of them about that got their nut down because it was cooler to fuck about. You know. The only reason I was going to school was because of drama, because it was the only thing. I walked into a lesson, and I fucking owned the room. You know, I don't know why. I don't know where it came from. It came so easily, naturally to me. Maths, fucking, like, in bits, just it's like Arabic, right? English, yeah, whatever, sweet. Sociology, what the fuck is sociology anyway? I don't understand that. Do you know what I mean? I believe that when you go to school, you should learn about fucking tax and fucking national insurance, shit like that, to, like, you know, set you up for when you leave school. History, I was half, you know, interested in, but again, struggled with the handwriting and all that, and grammar, and so really it was like, you know, acting, like, and drama, just being the best kid at it in a class of 30. That was the only reason I went to school, you know. So that's when I first got the taste for, you know, for performing, darling. There was this place in Kentish Town called the Interchange Studios, and you could only go if you was from underprivileged kids and all that, go, because it was free. It was like a drama school, but every Sunday. And I used to make my own way there. I started going there when I was about 13. I had no money, I had to monk the fare and all that shit, you know what I mean? Like, but I went and I loved it, because there was other people who was not necessarily as good as me, but people who had a passion for acting like me, so I could bounce off them. And one week we went, they had a workshop and agents came down. And I believe in fate a little bit, because if I hadn't have turned up that week, maybe I wouldn't have got picked out. But this agent came up to me after and said to me, listen, I think you're really talented, I want to bring you on my books. I'm like, what are you talking about books? What the fucking hell does that mean? I mean, I had long greasy curtains down here then, put a little puff in and that. And she said, I've got an audition for you tomorrow, which is on the Monday, for a thing called Prime Suspect. I was like, all right, okay, sweet. So, boom, 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 she gives me the address. I had to make my way, and this is the thing, man, making your way about in Soho, like, at that age, you know what I mean? It was tough. That was the hardest thing for me. I didn't give a fuck for the audition. I didn't give a fuck about getting in there. I wasn't nervous. Give me the script, let's go toe to toe with anyone. It was fucking finding some little tiny street off of Broadwick Street, Berwick Street, off the fucking plot. That was what made me nervous. So I got there. I remember sitting there on my jack, waiting to go in. There was all these little posh little fucking kids around me and all that, with mummies and daddies with them, going over their lines and all that. You know, I was sitting there thinking, fucking hell. Do you know what I mean? And the part was for a rent boy, right? But it's a good part, right? It wasn't just fucking noshing people off. Went in the room, fucking ate it, smashed it, right? Wanted to do it again. They went, no, that's fine, that's fine. I went, I'll another go. No, that's fine. That day, I mean, fuck me, I must have got home. I got the call from the agent, they offered me the part. Straight away, first audition, first time I ever fucking, you know, experienced anything like that. Got the part. Within a week, I'm fucking in a train up to Manchester. I took my old man. Yeah, staying in a hotel with him. My old man gets 50 quid a day as a fucking chaperone, right? I got 1,500 quid for a week's work. Bought my own fucking Nike Air Out Max trainers, yeah? My own bit of club. I treated everyone up the fucking, up the top to a fucking kebab, yeah? Loved it. I thought, this is a bit of me. I can't believe they're fucking paying me to do this shit. My first ever scene was with David Thewlis, wicked actor, method, right? And like, I learned so much from doing one scene with him, I tell you, from probably the next 3 years of being an actor. That 1.5 hour I spent with him when he played my pimp, and he chases me down the street, right? And he gets hold of me like that, and he fucking throws me up the fucking his corrugated iron like that. And he done this thing, my old man wanted to smash him over it, right? Because he was, like, so he wanted to show his power to me. He kissed me on the mouth. And that wasn't in the fucking script, right? And I suffered it. I went, fucking hell, you know what I mean? Like, boom. My old man was fuming. Going, what's she fucking doing to my boy? I went, slow down, it's all right. It's the game we're in. It's the game we're in now. You know what I mean? This is a different world, you know, you've got to accept it. But I remember watching this cunt, Thewlis, and I thought, fucking hell, man, this is what it's about. This geezer's fucking nice as pie 1 minute, and then he switches into this character, and he's gone, mate. A fucking evil cunt. I thought, yeah, I want some of that. What started my film career was a movie called Human Traffic, which I did in '97, and it was a film about the rave scene, and it was so honest.
There's no fucking question. It has to be, man.
You're telling me, Ad, you're telling me. I mean, what was Jabba smoking in that big glass pipe? Come on, what was Dick?
I played the nuttiest fucker in it. I'm just a complete raving, double drop E's, nutty, fucking get out your nut, can't want more. Good capacity for drugs, nutty as fuck character. Quite endearing with it as well, and I think a lot of people really warmed to my character in it, That one, I think, maybe opened a few people's eyes, and people thought, oh, who's this kid, Danny Dyer? I've never seen him before, who's he? He's got something about him, So maybe that was the movie, I would say, that put me on the map. I would say the one that really fucking put me on the map was Football Factory. That was the one that put me to another level of fame, And again, the whole fame thing changes because it went from hippie, eat up kids to want to have it with me, to fucking nutty cunts, scars down their boat, anyone with a fucking Burberry cap on, yeah? Any fucking nasty looking cunt with one eye, glass eye, that's my fan. That's the shit that's gonna be on me. Come here, you little cunt, I fucking love this little cunt. Fucking the best fucking actor in the world, ain't you, you little cunt? That was my world.
They fucking shot the car to pieces, that's what they've done. Go and get Danny and Ronnie and tell him we need them at the club tonight. Oi! I said go and get Danny and Ronnie and get yourself back here. We need to check this lot's working.
The Business is a film that, for me, I learned so much from doing that movie because I was like the lead role, and if you watch that movie, you'll realise actually I don't hardly speak. It's all narration. So I had to learn how to use my fucking eyes, which is as an actor, to express something, get an emotion across without using any dialogue. It's fucking tough. You've got to be very subtle. And I learned so much, such a cool part of that as well, such a cool part. So I'm really proud of The Business, and I'd love to do The Business too. I look a bit fucked now though, do you know what I mean? I was like a fucking Adonis in that film, man. I was so fit in that LV. Fuck me, 8 years ago, I did 7 years ago. Fuck now, look at me, spent. Films that I wish I'd never done. First one that comes to mind is a film called The Basement. I mean, fucking hell, man. I just, no disrespect to anyone who worked on that job, but I mean, I couldn't get through 10 minutes of it. I mean, it's meant to be a horror film and all this, and it's set in this basement, and I mean, it's making me heave thinking about it, I think because you spend so much time out of work as an actor, you struggle, you don't know where your next check's coming from. When you get a profile and you start cracking on, people are fucking putting scripts for you. I'm getting 5 a day. Will you do this, mate? Oh, we do this. Oh, mate, this is what it is. I'm a first-time director, I've got a little bit of money, Could come and do like a couple of days of my film. I'm like, yeah, of course, bruv, yeah, sweet, I'll do what you want. Yeah. What do you want me to do? Yeah, you want me to do that? Yeah, all right, tell you what, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, sweet. And all of a sudden, they're putting my fucking face on the cover of Danny Dyer in. I'm in the fucking thing for 10 minutes. So if that film bombs, which is what's happened, I'm the fucking scapegoat for it.
Rom-com. So the genre is romance and comedy.
Another movie I did called Just for the Record, which is just another thing about this movie, what fucked me off. Right? I did this movie because I was playing a producer, right? It's like a mockumentary. I've got a fucking pencil moustache, right? I'm posh. I've got a slick back hairdo. I thought I'll do something different, right? Try something different. The cunt puts me on a cover with a fucking photo at the Football Factory with a gun in my hand to sell it. It's not about gangsters, it's not about villains. Do you know what I mean? There was a niche in the market for me which other people rinsed, and I'm suffering the consequences for that. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I've learnt the hard way with that, I think. I'll just give Danny Dyer a gun. He's got a bit of a swagger. It's like, hold up, I'm a serious fucking actor. I've done like a National Theatre, I've done Harold Pinter. I've done proper fucking shit, And it's like, oh yeah, just fucking, we'll sell it, we'll sell enough DVDs, that'll be fine, we'll pay the investors back. And that's the way it's gone for the last couple of years, and I ain't got no one to blame but me fucking self. I'm sweet now, I'm over it. You can't really moan about dealing with celebrity. I mean, it's got its ups and downs, you know. I'm like, some days it's fucking great for the ego and I need it. I need a little pat on the arse, you know. Other days it frightens the fucking life out of me because I become a bit of a cartoon character. And it's only, I think, the more successful you get is when it starts to turn a little bit, you know. And I think this country is good at doing that. They build you up, they build you up, they build you up, and you get to a point and then they want to knock you the fuck down. So, and don't get me wrong, you know, I don't think fame necessarily suits me, you know, the way I am, where I'm from, and being a role model. And, you know, any kids out there that want to be actors and stuff like that, I'm there for, man. I'll talk to anyone, I'll try to help anyone. But in this world we're living in now, this sort of PC world, you know, where you've got to really be grey, you know, and not have an opinion on fuck all, or just be fucking like Ollie Willoughby, fucking Philip Schofield fucking people, you know, very, no disrespect to them, you know, they're just on their pound note, but you know, you've got to be fucking so nice and lovely and never fucking frown or fucking say the word fuck, fucking hell, you know. Who says fuck? It's like, I'm an actor and I act, I can't act when I'm not acting, you know, but I understand that there's a game that needs to be played, you know. I divide people now. You know, I divide people right down the middle. Either you're a fan of mine and you're loyal to me and I'm a legend, or I am a fucking like complete laughing stock joke to people who couldn't act his way out of a paper bag. I remember someone said to me, oh, you're trending on Twitter worldwide. I went, oh yeah, right. He went, and I never looked at that shit. And he went, yeah, you should have a look at it. And I had a look at it and I remember reading these comments and it was like, please tell me Danny Dyer's dead. That's why he's like trending, please. Please, it would make my fucking year. And I thought, you cunt, I got 2 daughters. Do you know what I mean? Like, people actually would like to see me brown bread. And I think, wow, I really have upset a few people. I think at the moment, you know, these little pricks who sit behind their computer, you know, who were bullied and were, you know, weird little ugly cunts, now they've found a voice. They've got a voice, you know, and they can sit behind their little fucking thing and type in what the fuck they want, and people are listening and people are reading it, you know. Because I'll tell you something now, when I'm out on the street, no one says fuck all to me. I get nothing but love from the streets. Nothing but love from people who come up to me, treat me with respect, shake my hand, have a smudge, they're happy, you know. So I think what worries me more is my kids, because I've got a 16-year-old daughter, and her name's Danny as well, so I've inflicted the name Danny Dyer on her as well. And my other little girl, Sunny, she's only 5. You know, I don't ever want them to have any trickiness in their life because of anything I've done or said, you know, because they deserve a shot, you know, and they're fucking beautiful kids, so, you know.